Good day, everybody. So, continuation of my readings of this book, The Chapter 5, under Tiger Woods on Winning. And we have read already one of the 7 winning principles or practices of winners. So let me read to you the second practices for winning. Number 2, walk your talk and live your lip. I sound like a rap artist, but it simply means that the way you talk in life should match the way you walk in life. Your very life should reflect your very lip. It means you don't just tell your peers, your subordinates, your family, and your children what to do. You must show them by what you do. Your very lifestyle is well set and established before you begin to tell people about it. Talk is cheap because nobody is concerned with the expensive. They're only concerned with the doing. Talk is cheap because I have heard company executives talk about loyalty and dedication to their work when all they do is play golf and arrive late for work. Talk is cheap because there are people who preach honesty and integrity when the fact of the matter is they pad out their expense accounts. They buy little pretty dresses for their girlfriends or take their families out on fancy dinners and expensive vacations only to charge it to the company under entertainment expense. Talk is cheap because fathers command their children not to smoke or drink when the fact of the matter is they themselves come home late at night, drunk, with a mouth that stinks like garbage, with a foul smell of stale tobacco and a vocabulary to match. Talk is cheap because parents tell their children, hey, just listen to what I say, but do not do what I do. Talk is cheap because the lady who has given you her life heard the very words come out of your mouth when you said that in sickness and in health, in riches or in poverty, your love for her will continue to be loyal and true. When the fact of the matter is you're out swinging with a lot of younger beauties, having the time of your life and neglecting the wife of your youth. No wonder the world says that talk is cheap. You don't even need a Midnight Madness sale to lower its price. It is very important practice for winners to leave an example for other people to follow and to discipline themselves against the greater attractions of the world system that will surely make them a grand loser in life. What comes out of your mouth should only be an outpouring of the true contents of your heart. Fame and fortune tend to breed arrogance and a sense of immense personal power. This can foster a sense of living beyond the laws that govern everyone else. As John Maxwell would say, having power is like drinking salt water. The more you consume, the thirstier you get. Suddenly, everyone smiles at you. You sign autographs, you become famous, you don't need to fall in line, and somehow this makes you feel you're superior to everyone else. You're on your way to destruction the moment you start believing your own press releases. Power is dangerous. Power is very dangerous. We need to remember that saying made popular by Spider-Man's uncle. With great power comes great responsibility. Number 3 practices. Number 3 practice for winning. Live reality TV. Produce your own show. Why do you think awful TV shows like The Osbournes and Annie Nicole Smith, or movies like Ed TV or The Truman Show generate so much interest? Simply because the whole world is longing for something real. So why not live in your own reality TV? Pretend you're in front of the camera all the time. Be your own invisible investigator or investigative reporter. Pretend that you're following yourself everywhere. At work, while traveling, in your hotel room, at home. Pretend tapping into your phone, opening your mail secretly, and then think about the kind of story it would write and the kind of reading it would make. Put yourself in front of your hand cams and video cams. Set it in your video recorders, play them back in slow motion, and make an assessment of the person you see. So, how do the areas of your life square with who you are in public? You have your convictions. You have your personal stand on matters. That's fine. But are they consistent with how you live your life? That is the question. Listen, no matter how much wealth or recognition the world lays at your feet, never allow your personal integrity to contradict with your behavior in any area of your life. It's not just a matter of preserving your reputation. It's a matter of living life with character. A man wrote a letter to a small hotel in a remote town he planned to visit on his vacation. He wrote, "I would very much like to bring my dog with me. He is well-groomed and very well-behaved. Would you be willing to permit me to keep him in my room at night?" An immediate reply came from the hotel owner who said, "I've been operating this hotel for many years. In all that time, I've never had a dog steal towels, bedclothes, silverware, or pictures off the walls. I've never had to evict a dog in the middle of the night for being drunk and disorderly. And I've never had a dog run out on a hotel bill. Yes, indeed, your dog is welcome at my hotel. And if your dog will vouch for you, you're welcome to stay here too." Let me tell you an experience I had with a 5-star hotel in Hong Kong a couple of years ago. I was standing in line behind a British gentleman who was checking out of the hotel. He caught my attention because when he pulled out his wallet, I noticed that it was similar to mine. And when he pulled out his green credit card, I saw that it was the same kind that I was using at that time. With his British accent, he told the clerk, "I want to check out, please." In a span of just 4 minutes, the script or the receipt for the credit card came. The guy signed his name and it was out of there. Talk about customer service. And so it was my turn. I decided to imitate him, including the accent. I said, "I'd like to check out, please." The lady asked for my room number, looked at her computer monitor, and then said, "Wait a moment, I'll ask our staff to check your room." Why is that? I was wearing a suit like the gentleman before me. We had the same wallet. Why we even use the same credit card? Yet, the other guy breezed out of the hotel while I had to wait for my room to be checked before I could leave. Why? Simple. Because I was carrying a Filipino passport. And the fact is, many Filipino tourists bring home hotel property and everyone else is being punished for it. This is why before I check out of any hotel, I make sure I clean my room, leave behind things that don't belong to me, and give the chambermaid a big fat tip. This is the least I can do to protect the name of my country. Who I am in public has got to square with who I am in private. Integrity is a serious thing. Remember this. A man who doesn't stand for anything will surely fall for everything. The fact of the matter is that you truly cannot separate your personal life from your professional life. You need a constant evaluation of what you do in public every day, and it must be aligned with your moral convictions and your personal stand. This is what winners do. If I'm constantly under the eye of the camera, would I still do the things I would normally do when no one is around to see me? Well, there is at least one person who sees and knows. Whether I'm alone in a hotel or in front of thousands of people who are listening to me speak, I've got to live consistently. What an experience of Francis Kong. Perhaps I just got lucky. I didn't experience that kind of treatment whenever I travel. Hopefully you won't experience that too. That would be so embarrassing or irritating and insulting. But yeah, let us live our life with integrity. And let us all always be honest. Do not get things from the hotel, especially the towel, the hanger, the bed sheet. Just get the free teas or the sugar. Just joking. But anyway, hope you learned something from this reading. And yeah, take care whenever you travel and keep your cool if you experience that kind of experience of Francis Kong. But I hope so. I hope not. I hope it won't happen to any of you or to me, because yeah, that's irritating. That's disappointing. Okay, God bless. See you again tomorrow.